Hello, hello, hello. Beautiful people. This is Tanika. We're going to do a reading. We're going to use the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. I hope everyone is doing wonderful this Monday morning. We're listening to Sunshine Anderson, Lunch and Dinner. So someone could be coordinating some plans to get together with someone. Maybe this is a date of sorts. Could be a lunch date for work, a lunch date, with your booski or someone that that's new, you're entertaining. Friends, family, co-workers, whoever. The name Anderson could be significant. So we have Mural. Be your own first priority. Number 25 or 52 could be significant. Also breaks down to the number 7. Someone could be 25. Someone could be 52. We have 5 at the bottom. Be your own first priority. Self-care, self-love. Doing what makes you happy. She's painting this mural on her wall. So someone could be artistic. Or maybe doing some type of project with regard to a home. Or I guess it could be work. I think of this mural. I think of like a school. Maybe there's students that are working on this. We have All Cried Out playing by Allure. Be your own first priority. With All Cried Out coming out, outside I see the rain is falling. Whoa. This is someone who could have recently went through a breakup. We do have the 2 and the 5. 2 could speak to a relationship or a choice or a decision someone had to make. 5 could deal with the changes that come with that choice or decision. Someone could also have a cat, or there's some type of spiritual energy around someone that is protecting them. Whoever you are, you're a very nurturing person. There's a plant on this person's dresser, and it's pretty big. So from her drawing like greenery around this castle, it just gives me the energy of someone who's connected to the earth. So earth sign could be significant. What other cards do we have? So be your own first priority. Maybe you're taking yourself out to lunch, doing something for yourself. This is saying no to people and setting boundaries. Princess, you can be your own knight. Not having to depend on someone or not relying on anyone for anything. She's holding a sword that she's wiping down. Sword speaks to communication, intellect, truth, reasoning. So this is someone who doesn't need the opinions of others. Doesn't need the criticism came. So maybe there are people around you that are criticizing your actions or your motives. They're criticizing your thoughts, the things that you want to do with this. Be your own first priority. You could be someone who puts a lot on your own back with taking care of other people, volunteering yourself for other people's errands or burdens or responsibilities. Be your own knight. Sword, the sword of truth, and this is the number 1. New ideas, new beginnings, new relationships, new opportunities. someone could be moving or leaving someplace. This makes me think of school. So, I mean, it's July. So, parents could start to get their kids ready for going back to school. This could be college. She looks like she could be going out on her own with a sword and a shield. The shield would be to protect one from other people, other energies, other thoughts. This could very well be someone who isn't following the guidance of like the people around them, maybe the elders. If this is someone going off to school, this is someone who wants to take up, I don't know, art. And the family is like, no, you should teaching, or you should be a doctor, or you should go into something that is going to make you money. The people or the opinions of others, is that something that you want to do that is more artistic, more artsy, something that you love. There are people around you that are telling you that it's wrong, that you should choose something else. At the bottom we have sword, make the change. Another sword here. And this is number 7. 25 breaks down to 7. 71 or 17 could be significant. 77 could be significant. 27, 57, 75, 72. Someone could be wanting to cut their hair. She has really long hair. Someone could have locks or some type of braids. Rapunzel is significant. Someone wanting to be rescued from a tower, but you don't need to be rescued because you can do it yourself. Someone could have the inclination to want to do their own hair. And so I was just talking to someone yesterday at the Quick Check. She used to work there a year or two ago. And that was the last time I saw her. She worked at the Quick Check and at someplace else in the town. But she worked at like the Dunkin' Donuts, and I never went to the Dunkin' Donuts. We stopped eating Dunkin' Donuts like a few years ago. So I never saw her again, but we would talk very often. And I happened to see her yesterday, and I found out all this good stuff about her. And one of the things we were talking about was her hair. And actually her hair is this color. It's like a reddish color, like a burgundy almost. So that could be significant for someone. But we talked about Brad Mondo. The name Brad or Mondo could be significant. But we talked about Brad Mondo and following a tutorial for cutting her hair. So someone may be apprehensive about doing so, but this is your sign for you to go ahead and make the change. The sword here. Sword brings about truth. It's cutting though. Someone could be a part of the LGBT community or like an ally. But this change that someone wants to make is something drastic. It's like this person going from this hair that touches the ground to something that's like shoulder length. Or someone going from, their regular natural hair to like locks. Something that is very permanent. Well, you could always comb those out or cut them out, but they're meant to be permanent. Something about being different and standing out. Oh, this wasn't even supposed to be there. We're going to get one more. Someone could be doing like a paint and sip or a paint and whatever would be done at this I think the cat just got kicked out. Something about a tower is significant. She's drawing a tower here and she's sitting in a tower. Someone is manifesting their dreams, manifesting, like someone has really good visualization skills. They're able to see what it is they want to manifest. With the one making me think of the magician. A Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces, or Virgo could be significant. What else do we have? That's too many. One more. That is too many. The color red could be significant. Look, red with the roses at the next card. The color red is very significant. Someone may want to seek some type of forgiveness for something that they've done or said. This one says, library, take control of your own narrative. Taking control of your own life. What makes you happy? One more, please. And thank you. If we get another like batch, then I'm just going to pull a card. Sweetness. Number 8, wings. You never needed those wings to fly. This all has to do with remember to practice self-love. This makes me feel like this has a lot to do with you choosing yourself. This is the This is like the ending of something. And it's, look at this here. We have the universe, we're all just stardust. Then we have the potion with someone could be doing rituals or self-care, like during the new moon, the full moon. Maybe the waning moon is significant in terms of releasing. Someone, this says a basic witch. So someone could just start to get into that practice. Witchcraft, they make it sound so like you're going out and getting animals and putting them in buckets and shit like that. I manifest every day when I'm cooking for my family and putting love and intention into the meal because I want them to love it. Or when I'm stirring my coffee or my tea and I say that this is going to nourish me and give me, well, not the coffee, unless it's a mushroom coffee. But I'm stirring it and I'm drinking it, and my intention is to get the nourishment I need from whatever that beverage is or whatever I'm about to put in my mouth. It's not necessarily a prayer or praying over my food, but it's to put good intentions into it. It's speaking life into something. I went to the 7-Eleven because now we're at 22 days of, not smoking black and milds. And when I would go into the store, they would already know what I want and have it ready. So now we're conditioning the people in the store to not, see me and think, all right, let me get this black and mild for my old girl. But I don't know what I was about to say about the stopping. I don't know why. I just lost my train of thought. Just sit there, because this time was easier for me to get over. And I'm going to tell you a little story, a little tidbit. The Wednesday or Thursday before I stopped smoking the black and milds, I had been getting like signs and shit before that to stop, but I really didn't want to. So I didn't try as hard as I really could have. So I'm in the Stop and Shop, and it's this older woman who needs help. She has like, her back is really bad, and she didn't need the help because she went to the store by herself. She drove. She knew what it was going to be when she got there, and she had to leave. However, she was walking with a walker, like the cane, and she was having a very difficult time putting her bags into her car. She was right at the front of the store. So as I was going in with my cart, I asked her if she needed help. She was like, no, I'm fine. But it didn't look like she was fine. So I just stood around, talked a little bit, asked her if she's sure she was okay. Some stuff fell out the bag when she was trying to toss it in. So I picked it up for her. Took her pocketbook and put it in her front seat for her. And she was like, oh my God, my cane is on the other side of the car. So I ran around the other side of the car, opened up the back door, brought her cane to her. And in saying all of this, we had a conversation about smoking. And she believes that whatever she was going through happened because she smoked so much and for so long. And she said that she had stopped smoking in 2007. But the smoking has still affected her. And she said when she stopped smoking, it was cold turkey. So I had already been getting signs about to stop smoking the Black and Milds. And when she said that, I thought to myself, I really should stop. So from that conversation, which was that Wednesday, Thursday, that Sunday, after I had my last one that day, I said to myself, I'm not going to get any more. And I haven't. So the power of your mind. Because now when I speak about smoking, I say I don't smoke Black and Milds. I don't smoke the cigars, the little cigarello, with the filter. I don't smoke those. So I'm conditioning my mind so that it becomes my reality. And this is what I see here. You're able to manifest, maybe even through your words, through writing, through drawing. You're in an energy of evolving. 25 breaks down to 7. The 1, both equal this 8. Understanding that you need to put yourself first. Understanding that you are your own hero, that you can protect yourself. And this could also be with spirituality as well, or just in general. But I'm thinking more so in spirituality in the sense that maybe you were going to different people to get readings or cleansings, and you realize that it's something that you can do for yourself. You never needed those wings to fly. You didn't need anyone else's messages. You don't need anyone else's like their advice, because you're going to be able to do these things for yourself. You're just starting. You're just learning. Human Nature is on by Michael Jackson. Michael or Jackson could be significant. Human nature, human behavior. Tell them that is human nature. You're following your own organic blueprint. Hold on just a moment, please. Alrighty, I'm back. So you can just be getting started in your figuring out what type of rituals or what works best for you. Excuse me. This card is 24. Breaks down to 6. We have 6, 7, 8. A steady progression. 6, 7, 8. 6 is a balance. 7s are about reevaluating on new spiritual practices, and 8s are evolving. Something about your gifts or the way you use your divinity is enhancing, and you're realizing that you're realizing for some people this is a new beginning. No, so te Diana, not a new beginning where you're fresh. I don't know, I was gonna say fresh out this, This is Diana Fiata. This could just be you knew at whatever spiritual practices that you were starting to incorporate into your journey. Something about jar spells could be significant. But you're realizing that you don't need as much as you think you do. When I first started watching tarot back in like 2018, 2019, I was listening to this reader, and she said something that stuck with me. And she said that like all the candles and the cards and all of that stuff you don't need. They're tools that you can use, but all you need is yourself. So if you can visualize, you don't need all of the paint and the chalk and the pencils and all of that. You just need your mind. Sharp. A sharp mind. Someone could dress sharp. I can't stand that phrase. You look so sharp. Oh my God. My friend used to say that all the time. I was like, girl, if you don't stop saying that, you look sharp. Girl, that outfit is sharp. Get out of here with that. Get out of here. Just a ticket deal, no frente. All right. We're going to get just one card for each of these. Oh, look, the Tower again. And, oh, snap of death. She's sitting in this tower with all this long hair and such. Again, waiting for someone to come save her and realizing that she can save herself and that she can fly on her own. Something about someone's hair is significant. Like their hair is like Samson from the Bible. There was power in his hair. Someone has power in their locks, or locks meaning hair, or locks. Power in their hair or their locks, or power in, maybe someone uses their hair as something that's too important, maybe. There's a little vanity with regard to it. The Fool and the Ace of Swords. Truths, new ideas. This is someone taking a leap of faith and like being able to figure it out along the way. This is falling back into this water and not really knowing how deep the water is, or if it's cold, or if it's warm, or if I'll be able to hold on to this crystal, or will my stick float away. Someone is not thinking about any of that. They're just taking this leap. They're taking the chance. They're flying, and they're gonna figure it out once they do. It's like jumping out this window, and you're like, all right, I can fly, I can fly, I can fly. And when you actually do it, it's like, oh shit, I'm flying. And this is air energy, the air, more sword energy, a lot of truth. Oh, the Ace of Swords, and this is like the Ace of Swords. A lot of truth that is being revealed, or a lot of truth that is being acknowledged. Tell me about the mural. Someone could do like graffiti. I was going to say graffiti art. Whatever it is art. Something creative. A missed opportunity with the Knight of Pentacles. It feels like with this cup energy, and this mural gives me earth energy. I don't want to say this has to do with a relationship, because it could. With this King of Wands, this Queen of Pentacles, this working, this could be a job. But with this Four of Cups, this is someone who was wasting their cups, or wasting their time or energy focusing on something that wasn't bringing them any progress. It wasn't bringing them any forward movement. And it was like not paying attention to Maybe this has to do with someone's intuition. With the Three of Cups, it's like friends, family, people you break bread with. It's like too focused on what other people were thinking, what other people were doing, how they engage with you in terms of your business. Someone always has something to say. And with this Ace of Cups over here on the side, you're not paying attention to your own intuition, your own dreams, how you can make colors vibrant, how you can make, maybe you're a storyteller. It made me think of someone writing a story and it being so impactful, being able to touch people with your words, whether they're written or spoken, the written word, the spoken word. Whatever you do with your hands is important. She's using her hands. She's cleaning the sword right now with her hands. She's using her hands to help her fly. And she's using her hands here in terms of this ritual to help her heal. So for a long time, you were allowing other people's energy to infiltrate your own. Allowing what other people felt and thought about you and your life. You allowed that to stunt your growth to some degree. And it happened for a while, possibly years. This King of Wands could very well be you coming into this energy of confidence, understanding your power. So with this Four of Cups, you are learning that, again, it's like doing for yourself. You don't need anyone else, just your own intuition. And I'm not saying you don't need anyone else. Well, you don't need anyone else. Anything outside of you is a plus. Because in terms of being social, there could be the need to be around others. Monks don't do that, but I mean, they're around each other, but they're in meditation and solitude. So maybe that is something else you're learning, that you don't need other people, even to just be around them to break bread. Maybe you'll be learning to go to the movies by yourself, go shopping by yourself, go out to eat by yourself, lunch and dinner. Lunch and dinner. Seven of Cups, choices. Or breaking the illusion, breaking an old paradigm. Something that is not going to be resonating with you, or is starting not to. You could be getting bored with this energy. It doesn't excite you. It doesn't give you the same it doesn't give you the same passion. Like, she's by herself painting this mural with her cat. She doesn't need these three cups here. She has herself. All right. Tell me about Princess. Eight of Pentacles. You can be your own knight, working on your own creations. Another 8. 88 could be significant. 81, 18. Oh, snap. With another 8 at the bottom. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a 9. 9 of Swords. I feel like there's like worry about starting, about this change. This Page of Cups, this Page of Wands is like a restarting. It's almost feeling like worrying yourself if you're going to be able to get this right, if you're going to be able to do it on your own, and you are. This Eight of Pentacles is someone who is very skilled, focused, determined determined to be your own hero, to stand up for yourself, to fight your own battles. You could be someone who maybe you went to like your friends and family for, like they were the first person you went to for advice, even before yourself. Something happened and you're like, oh, let me call such and such to get some information or get some advice. So you could have invited that type of energy. But now you want to get away from that. With this ace, this is like the Ace of Swords, and this is the Nine of Swords, so it brings the 10. An ending. You may have experienced a lot of pain dealing with certain people or certain situations. Something that you're realizing that you're learning the truth about. Learning the truth about yourself. You're learning the truth about people around you. You're learning the truth about what works well for you. What brings you excitement. What brings you happiness. Knight of Cups. What brings you happiness. What you love. This person is holding roses. This could be with a relationship as well. You're realizing, oh, I could buy myself flowers. What is that, Miley Cyrus? You're finding out that you're ideally just finding out you don't need anybody but you. All right, let's get one for wings. King of Pentacles. The wings would speak to being being in the air. The King of Pentacles would speak to being grounded. A Five of Pentacles. This could be someone that you feel with this feeling left out in the cold, not feeling enough. Someone made you feel that way. Possibly a masculine energy. Could be someone who's like a father figure. Could be someone who was a significant relationship in your life. A boyfriend, a husband. Someone who you were seriously committed to. This person made you feel as if you couldn't fly. This person is sitting on the ground crying, not even thinking about trying to take this leap of faith. And the key is sitting right next to the door. So it was almost as if whoever this King of Pentacles was or is to you is someone who made you feel like you weren't enough. Maybe they made you feel as if you weren't lovable, you weren't talented, you weren't intuitive, you weren't special. This King of Pentacles would be someone who would be your knight in shining armor. But you're realizing that you don't need this person because of the way they make you feel. This person could have cheated you out of something. It was you're finding out information about this with this Page of Swords. She's looking at this book and all the birds are flying next to her, the light bulbs. It's like something is finally clicking about some deceptive energy. About this, someone could be losing a job or finding it difficult to pay their bills. Maybe getting, having to leave a place of residency, or just feeling like you aren't a part. Maybe realizing that you're different from the usual. You're different from the usual. The Six of Pentacles. Trying to figure out who you want to give your time to, who you want to share your love with, your knowledge, your energy. So this King of Pentacles represents someone who didn't support you the way they should have or could have. But this King of Pentacles also speaks to you where you are grounded in who you are. And this is why you're able to fly. This is why you're able to get off the ground. Something about momentum is significant. Something that built up over time. Maybe you were building up this confidence over time. Six of Pentacles again. You were giving a lot to people. Giving of yourself. Or allowing people to drain your energy. Allow people to take more than they were giving. I will be your earth. The Death card, Scorpio, could be significant. I'm going to get one more for the King of Pentacles. One more for the King of Pentacles. And then they will get letters. That's someone, Four of Pentacles. This is someone that was holding back. Four of Pentacles is someone who's trying to control something. This King of Pentacles with this Four of Pentacles equals the Five of Pentacles. Someone who, this could be you also holding yourself back. Afraid to, again, take this leap. Afraid to do something. I know she jumped from this window, from this tower. But this is someone who maybe only thought in terms of 3D. Maybe they limited themselves in terms of the 3D world, where you didn't think that your words held power. You didn't think that you could literally fly. And these actually earth energy all here. So there was more 3D energy than spiritual energy. I feel it's like you're really starting to believe now in your own magic. You're really starting to believe that. It made me think of Lucy. I just saw the recap that came up for that the other day. You're starting to use more of your brain power. Understanding that your mind is very powerful and you can make a lot of things happen. Judgment if you release. This release could be with the ideals that you have, the beliefs about your spirituality, your beliefs about religion, your beliefs about love, your beliefs about people in general. Yeah, you're releasing and letting go and coming. Look, she looks like she's flying here. She's getting her wish fulfilled. Wishes coming true. And we have the 6, the 7, the 8, and then the 9. A progression. We have 44, so 44 is significant. We have 88, 88 is significant. And when in releasing this judgment, it is allowing you to be more open with regard to your spirituality, with regard to this journey that you're on. Okay, I don't think we're going to get letters. We will use some other cards so we get some type of advice. So, Cancer is significant. Virgo. No, yes, Virgo. Taurus. Oh, Capricorn. All 3 of the earth signs are out here. Something could be very significant about just your daily life, your job, your work, your home, career path, your reputation. Something is gaining momentum. Almost dropped you. The clear angel almost fell. I think I'm going to do a little series on the fallen angels. It was a synchronicity that I had. Well, I was sitting here and I was going through some stuff, and I found this paper that I had with the fallen angels and a card that I drew for each one of them. This was like last year or the beginning of this year. And I found this card, so I thought to myself, hey, I should get the angels out. So I got them off my altar and I put them here. I'm thinking I'm going to do a reading for each of these. And no more than like an hour later, I go upstairs and my husband and my 15-year-old are having a conversation about the Bible and the fallen angels. So I was like, oh, that shit is dope. That's a synchronicity for your ass. So we're going to do, now the fallen angels in terms of our readings, it has to do with people who were engaged in some type of activities that they are now falling from grace. The Voyager and liberation. You being liberated, free spirit, wild, authentic. Just let me be. Just let me be. And that's number 43, which breaks down to 7. We have this 10. It's okay to forget and then remember all over again, all over again, all over again. Returning home, lessons, realizations. You're returning home to yourself. Especially if you're coming into that spiritual energy. Understanding who you are. Understanding that you ideally only need yourself. Alrighty. These are cards I guess will be of advice. So we have number 30 with the shaman. Lunatic insights, cosmos. Am I crazy or is it the moon? So this speaks to you in terms of you may be getting like a lot of different signs and synchronicities. Things just may be linking up and aligning for you in a way that when people say it's a coincidence, it's not a coincidence. You're like, this can't be a coincidence. Everything is just lining up too perfectly. I speak it, it comes true. I see it, it comes true. This could also be people outside of you who think that what you're saying or what you're doing may be crazy. They don't believe you can fly. And they won't be able to believe it until they see it. The number 30 could be significant, or the number 3. Something is significant about the moon or some type of moon ritual. Someone is a healer. We have 23 with give to the mind, and it gives back. The mind, inspiration, mood, cycle. Again, gives moon energy with the cycles. Emotions are significant. Give to the mind. We just talked about Lucy with us as humans. Well, us living this human experience and how the mind over matter. It makes me think of that woman. I saw a video where her kid was underneath a car and she was able to lift the car up to get her child out. That was mind over matter. So you're finding inspiration in what it is that you're seeing, what it is you're learning, the things that you are observing about yourself. Then we have the number 2. I am in divine flow and move in alignment. Yin and yang energies, unity, balanced energy, and manifestation. because you were in this energy, you're able to manifest so much more easier. And look at this. This is 30, which would break down to 3. Then we have 2. And in the middle, we have 23. Like everything is coming together. And it's coming together because of the way you're thinking. Because of the way you are perceiving things. Yin and yang, you are in balance with your masculine and feminine energies. Understanding your power of creation. Understanding your power of taking action on those creations. Just at the fiesta. And at the bottom we have 29. Breaking into bloom. Time, liberation, and understanding. Sometimes you will break before you bloom. So look at Diana. Break before you bloom. Understanding your power. You allow other people to tell you who you are. Now you know who you are. And you're standing in that truth. Okay. Okay, all right. Maybe we'll get some cards from one of my decks. Maybe from 2 of my decks. And then we'll be out of here. I guess it would be good to... What do you truly want? It's a question that you may need to ask yourself. Or you are asking yourself. Just a few. Leave the past in the past. Just letting go of these energies of these folks around you. So we have a blocked crown chakra and a blocked root chakra. With raise your vibration, your stankness is showing. Trust issues. And stop criticizing yourself. You are not stupid. You are not worthless. I think this is the energy that you're coming out of, because with this raise your vibration and the energy that has already come out, there was a lack of trust for self. If you aren't already doing this, I feel like this is something that you will be doing. Leaving the past behind you is this leaving behind this blocked crown chakra, this brain fog, this lack of faith, this disconnection from spirit, trouble learning, this closed mind. You're leaving that behind, whether this is an energy in yourself you're leaving behind or someone who possesses that energy, someone who is around you. The blocked root chakra, leaving behind anxiety, fatigue, fear. Back pain could be significant, constipation, the feelings of insecurity and a lack mentality. That lack mentality was in that 5 of Pentacles card, where you were feeling alone, but the key was right there. You just weren't looking up. Even in that 4 of Cups card, this person was paying so much attention to the 3 of Cups that they weren't paying attention to their own self-love, their own their own intuition. Trust issues, lack of self-trust, anxiety, avoids commitment, attachment issues, fear of abandonment, lack of faith. That fear of abandonment in that 5 of Pentacles energy, fearful of someone leaving you, people leaving you, maybe not being a part of the crowd or not being like having a different way of thinking than other people is not terrible at all. Then with the stop criticizing yourself, you're not stupid, you're not worthless. This is someone who has or has been doing this to themselves or is currently doing this to themselves. And I just did this to myself last night. And when I say, and I use the word stupid, and I thought to myself, I haven't said that in so long. Like, I don't talk to myself that way. So where did that come from? Because I'm talking to the husband, and when I said it, I stopped immediately. I was like, oh, no, I'm not stupid. We don't talk like that. So maybe I was picking up the energy of someone else, because it really bothered me, because I don't do that anymore. I'm very conscious of that. I'm very conscious of that with other people as well that I'm speaking with. My kids will sometimes say something like that, and I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. I have a friend that does that to herself a lot. So that could be significant for someone. But leave the past in the past. This right here is something that these energies here, they don't align with you, or they will not in the future. So the affirmations for the blocked root chakra and the blocked crown chakra, I have everything that I need, and I am one with my higher self. Following your intuition. Oh, it's like this top to the bottom, from the rooter to the tutor. This is a full alignment of your chakras. This is what you're healing. Co-creating with the universe, with the cosmos. So let's get a few for Monica, your fate, and then we will go. Oh my God. Excuse me. I haven't slept yet. I was having an issue with my ear, and I couldn't sleep. So I like laid down. I might have slept for like, that's a lie then. I might have slept for like 10 or 15, 20 minutes, but I couldn't sleep. So here we are. Faith without work. What actions are you taking? So it'll be beneficial for you to take action. And we talked about that with that Emperor energy, the Yang energy. Taking action. Taking action with your creations. Is that a level up I see? Yes. You are leveling the fuck up. Gifts are getting stronger. The road less traveled, you're following your North Node. Free thinking, non-conformity, choices, free thinking. Didn't one of these cards have free spirit? You're not allowing the thoughts and opinions of others to sway you. All right, that's enough. My words are powerful. I use them to breathe life. Not condemning yourself, not talking down to yourself, not speaking to yourself in a negative way. Your words, not only to how you speak about yourself, but how you speak life into their manifestations, how you speak life into other people. Channel those feelings into something positive. So something that you could be feeling that could be seen as a negative, you can turn that into something positive. Like the naysayers, people talking bad about you or saying that you're not going to be this or you're not good enough for that. Actions speak louder than words. Monarch of my fate, I control my life, master of me. This would be the head card of this deck. You're going through a transformation, a huge transformation. A monarch is seen to be a butterfly. Well, it is a butterfly, but the transformation of this particular butterfly speaks to like a great spiritual awakening. Self. Then we have reflection leads to introspection, which leads to cultivation. This is reflection, the hermit energy. You're starting to think about things. You started to realize things about yourself. And that reflection, the introspection comes where you know who you are, you're realizing who you are, you're realizing what the energies around you are, what they mean to you. And it leads you now to cultivate something in your life, to change something, to grow something, to make something better, make you better, better version of yourself. Okay, then that's it. All right, so I stopped. It was 55:14 when I looked at the clock, and that's 555. Again, major changes. Changes that are going to bring about positive results. All right, my lovely people. I appreciate you watching, and thank you, and thank you, and thank you. Oh, look. 15. Breaks down to 6. Balance. Stay open to good. Stay open to the good and beautiful things. Magic mushroom, miracles, fairy energy opening up. Things are going to start opening up for you. You're going to start seeing things in your 3D existence, in your reality. Things that you only saw in your head before. Okay. Thank you for watching. I love you. I appreciate you. And I hope this message resonates. Have an awesome freaking day.